So everybody but Darvin and Cassidy. Let's say everyone but Darvin and Cassidy.
There's some plus 17. I'm above half, finally.
How many spell slots do you have left?
I think that's it.
Yeah, I know.
All right, that it for Sariel? Lily's up.
I got dibs on my damn priestess.
Yes, she is.
I've got dibs on my priestess. I'm sorry.
You have been tried.
If you can hit it.
I'm not. No,
Yeah,
no,
you
no,
passed the
not
wisdom
Lily.
save, Lily. So as you move over there through the difficult terrain to go through, because the spirit guardians, you will take 10 necrotic damage, which means 5 necrotic damage.
For you, Lily, I'm gonna have to boot you in the head first.
You
Failed.
cannot hit the priest, and there is nobody else in range.
No.
No, it is not.
Failed.
You fails. You cannot hit the priest. There's nobody else in range. The tent is now cut into pieces, and it kind of falls in.
Does
As
that
you
even count?
weave one of the posts out from under it.
I'm just saying this. Does that count for rage purposes?
No, it
No.
does not.
But that's
She
the
has,
thing.
yeah, she has taken damage. That's definitely, everyone has taken damage. Oh, this is amazing in my book. So the veteran now has to roll a wisdom save.
It's like a DC 12.
It's a DC 13. It's a DC 13. This is amazing how much failure there is. Your DC is on for CR is like 16, 17, 18.
18.
All right, so roll Spirit Guardians.
There it is. I have so many tabs open right now.
I know what you mean.
But the thing is, they're not all for this game.
Yeah, I have so many. Like, I have a thing for every character here, pretty much.
Oh fuck! He's in my mouth.
Screw you, buddy.
So that'll take 22 radiant damage as the things attack him, and as he comes forward with his long sword out, he pulls out a short sword as well, and he will try to stab Sayara. He will miss the first time, miss the second time, and then he tries to poke her with the short sword, and he misses as well. Good job, guy.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, screw you, buddy.
Now we need Sayara to move 5 feet.
And he is not the only veteran left standing, so he is then
To
going
here.
to.
To here, that's our
He's going to turn to the other one. Is going to turn to attack Cassidy. He's going to drop his heavy crossbow. And he's going to try to stab her or slash her with a long sword, and he will miss the first time, but hit the second time, doing 11 slashing damage.
How is this fight so hard?
Like the Gnarljacks were nasty, and the mages were as well nasty. But I feel like that priest is MVP on the enemy team, and she's the weakest CR here. That's it for the veterans.
I haven't tried yet.
Mage's turn is back. Shiki, at this point, directly north of where Cassidy is and everything else, you can see the mage kind of runs out. He is right up here that you can see with the robe of eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And as he runs out here, what can he do that is fun?
Bye, Cassidy.
Hang on, I gotta open up.
Fun.
I don't actually
Fireball
have this.
Yum.
I don't actually have this spell prepared, so I'm gonna have to bullshit my way through it. But this is what he's gonna cast.
Fireball Yum.
It's like 120 feet.
It's basically.
Yeah, that's why I was originally intending for this. I forgot I gave her the ring of eyes that lets her see invisibility. And I'm like, oh crap. But at the end of the day, it's probably a good thing that she could see invisibility. These guys would have been trolling around.
Pretty much, but it sadly didn't help against Cone. If I had knocked at least one of them out.
Yeah, if
sadly.
you knocked one of them out, it would have helped out a lot better.
But it's not like
so
it's not like
he
a
is going
point.
to. Let me grab out one of my AoE orbs. 20-foot radius on this one. He is going to put it out right about here. Or no, right about
Mhm.
here, I believe. Up one more. Yeah, that looks pretty
Cool.
good. He
This
is
guy
going to aim right
sucks.
there, and he casts a spell. In the spell, that entire area, the orange radius, a ton of hailstones just start beating down, and everyone in that in the orange bubble will have to roll a dex save.
We have like 4 different auras going. I can't even tell which one this is.
Sayara is not in it. Ione is in it. Shiki is in it, and Des is in it. So is Serial.
Okay,
you're looking
finally,
for,
I roll high next.
You're looking for DC 14. So let's see, Ione.
I gotta do
Ione
this.
rolled, Serial roll, Shiki rolled, Dex. Des. So Des is the only one that fails.
Bugger. She's past the other two. Well, even though she doesn't have. Oh no, she does have proficiency.
All right. So what happens is, as this follows, on a failure, Des will take 9 bludgeoning damage and 14 cold damage. Everyone else will take half of each. So you will take, if you pass, you will take 4 and 7 cold.
I think I take 0.
Yeah, you'll take 0 because it was a dex save to half. And you weren't even in, or actually you were in it, but yeah. And this comes down from above. It kind of pelts the area.
Mm-hmm.
What was I gonna say?
She is included.
We
There
kind
we-
of put it at the edge of the area. Yeah. He knows his buddies are dead. He knows there's fighting over there, and he can kind of he can't kind of see what it is. Regardless, it's already happened. That area is also going to be difficult terrain until the end of the turn, but nothing else should really happen there. I'm gonna kind of leave. I'm gonna make that outer one blue for now.
So Sierra needs to move like right here.
Yeah. So the blue one is cold for now, or is
Right
difficult
there.
terrain,
I'll be happy.
and that is all he can really do right now. So he did not move.
Darvin seeing. Would Darvin have to make that roll?
No, because he was inside. I'll say.
He's gonna move over here.
Yeah, I
and
just
not
consider
go
that,
into
but
it.
no. Yeah, I'll say he was inside, so no.
Can he? I actually don't have his line of sight for some reason. So
Did I not
would he
put?
be able
I
to
might not
s-
have put player. Or he doesn't have sight on the token. That was my fault. You should have dark vision, I believe. So let me.
120 feet.
Well, 5. All player or not players can see light.
Uh,
There you go. That was my mistake.
You're fine. It's just like something I noticed this fight specifically.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's going to. Let's see if I actually will remember to hit it only once this time. The guy up top.
All right. And you will hit both times, doing a grand total of 13. 13, yes, 13 force damage.
And then he's going to pop over here.
All right. Next up is the priest, who has to roll a wisdom save.
18 and 22.
Priest wisdom save. She passes amazingly. So,
So
instead
11.
of 22, she's going to take 11.
Con save.
But she has to roll a con save. And spirit guardians, the fiendish spirits swirling around her, finally fly up into the sky and disappear.
Boom.
And at this point, no, because she used a level 3 spell.
She only had 1.
She kind of realized the situation. No, she had 2, technically, because she cast the cure at level 3. So at this point, Sayara, you see a weapon appear behind you and try to smack you. It will hit for 7 force damage.
Oh my god.
Roll a con save.
This has been the fight of the con saves.
I know, right?
Sit down, child.
Yeah, you're good.
Not now, child. Daddy's sleeping.
That's utterly hilarious. And she doesn't actually have a weapon handy, so she really doesn't want to get away. So she's just going to, in a panic, try to fire a guiding bolt at you, disadvantage everything else. It'll miss pretty horribly, actually hitting behind you over here. And that's it for her turn. Sanctuary has faded now that she has attacked.
Oh,
Sayara,
gee.
you're up.
Yeah, I'll just do this on the actual fighter dude and miss.
Yep.
I'm letting the people who are angry at her take care of her.
Dessa's turn is up then if Sayara is done.
Yep,
You could have moved.
could have.
So yeah, Des
Actually,
going up
there's
to
no
beat on the
reason
veteran, I
for me to
assume.
move.
Yeah, doing it now.
Yep, she can make that even with the difficult terrain.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that thing's still up. Is it damage or just
It's
difficult
just
terrain
difficult
now?
for this turn, and it only
Okay.
lasts a turn. But she has
Oh.
enough movement, and it wasn't far enough in, so she.
Oh,
can
no, I
make
was
it.
I was just curious.
The blue
Hailstorm.
aura. The hailstorm makes difficult for one turn.
Okay, and one with a flame.
That'll crit for. Oh god. Okay, so let's see. That's going to be it's another 12, so that's going to be 24. Plus 8 is 32. Plus 3 for Colossus Slayer. Plus 2d6 for Hunter's Mark. But it's but she dies, or this veteran dies even before Colossus Slayer comes into play, as Des, kind of getting sick of this, pretty much cuts him in half with one swipe of her sword.
And
Yeah.
immediately cauterizes the wounds.
Yeah, this would
Yep.
do that. And okay.
You also move with difficult, so you could probably only move one fewer square,
Oh,
because the blue was difficult. So one fewer square,
Yeah, I
and
forgot
next up
about
is Ione. Ione! Kill that priest! No, it's not.
It's ice
Not
storm.
yeah, it's
actually.
just the sleet storm is the one that makes it fall prone. That'll miss.
Fuck you, die roll.
That will hit for 7 damage. She is still alive.
Bitch. Come on. Come on. Come on, roll twice. You can do it, roll twice. My internet connection sucks today, I swear.
And this one will catch you. You catch this priest in the jaw so hard that she kind of falls back and hits the ground, cracking her skull open. She doesn't move anymore. The sword will also vanish at this point, or the spiritual weapon will vanish at this point as well.
stop tapping, please.
Cassidy will pause for a moment.
Sniff the air.
Yeah, she will sniff the air. So perception. Advantage on scent-based perception. Let's see what the mage's passive stealth. He's invisible, so we'd have
He's
advantage.
sweating.
She just barely can't pick out the mage.
Was he
She
injured
knows
yet?
he's not been injured yet. No. She can't pick him out though.
I can pick
Actually,
that.
no, because scent base, I don't think would give it. It's actually she will be able to pick him out. Yeah, she will be able to pick him out.
On sense.
Yeah, because it's sight that she had advantage, so she can pick him out. She knows he's over here. She'll have disadvantage on the attack though, so she knows where she is, but she'll have disadvantage on the attack. That first one's gonna miss regardless. Second one will also miss.
Okay.
Doesn't have the best AC, but he does have something.
Squeaky Shiki.
Next up is Shiki.
Squeaky, squeaky.
She's squeaky.
And I am going to reload for my first action.
Okay.
Okay, onto battle 1. I can see the guy. I got one of my grip points back. Gonna go use one last final shot on the guy.
Okay.
Where is that? Please don't you. Well, it didn't break.
You have no way of modifying that though. You will miss.
What is up with these freaking low rolls for me lately?
All right. That it for Shiki's turn?
I'm gonna might as well just second win for the head of it.
Might as well. So get some more health back. 17 health back. Pretty nice.
Okay.
All right. Next
You
up
are
is
definitely taking a rest after this.
without a doubt, you're taking a rest after this.
Probably.
Next up is the Gnarljack, which isn't going to do anything. Then it's Sariel's turn.
No.
No, she shouldn't.
Can she move that far?
Yeah, she can move there. Yeah, because I said Ione could stand there. And that will hit, dealing 16 damage between radiant and piercing. All right. And then after that, it'll be Lily's turn. I feel bad now because I don't think the rest of the fights will stand up to what you've done so far. The veteran, he's pretty beat up. Okay. Mm-hmm.
He dead, John.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lily just kind of basically, she brings her greatsword down in 2 arcs, cutting him, like, leaving a massive burnt X across his chest and his armor, and he kind of just stumbles forward and hits the ground dead. Okay, and that's all the veterans. Yeah, next up will be the mage. Did we ever... is there any official stating on attacks of opportunity against invisible foes you cannot see?
Yeah.
I can see that, but on the other hand, how do you know they've left?
They're making sound.
True, so yeah, that makes sense. I'll allow that then, because he's not trying to stealth first. Actually, no, he would try to stealth first, so
he's taking his action up?
Yeah, that'll be his action, trying to stealth first, which he's rolled that. Casty then will roll a perception to oppose it. And she will beat it effortlessly, so she will be able to get attack of opportunity. She'll go for this one, catch him rather well as he tries to run away. Takes 11 damage. He has to then roll. I no longer need the priest sheet up. I no longer need the... I'll keep the Gnarljack sheet up. He has to roll a con save, and he's still invisible.
Con saves aren't hard to make.
Yeah. He runs this way. I'll point out which direction that is later. So Shiki can see that he is running this direction. Come on. Damn it.
Come on, do
This
it.
direction. And as soon as he gets there, he disappears for a moment, and as she looks around, she notices that he's teleported to the top of the cliff, out of range of the Gnarljacks. It couldn't notice him in time, and even if it did, he teleported away before it had the chance to do anything. It doesn't seem to have stirred at all.
Does this go away?
Yeah, that does also vanish. Let me get rid of that. That vanished at the start of his turn.
Yep.
And then it's Darvin's turn.
All right, just one thing I want to make sure with. At will detect magic that he has. Would that still be an action to have go off?
Yes, it would.
So he has no idea that there's even anything left.
Yeah, he doesn't know that there's anything. Like, he knows that magic has been thrown around, but he doesn't know where it's been coming
He'll
from.
cast detect magic then. Might as well.
Yeah, what's the range on that?
I don't know, because it's
60
not
feet, I believe.
I think Sayara has, so let me just use it on her, just so we can see.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 60 feet, because it's only 30 feet. Yeah, then he doesn't really sense anything particularly around him. The Gnarljacks once were magic, but there's only the faintest hints of magic still in the remains of these bear traps.
Within 30.
Yeah, and the only other thing you can sense is the spirit guardians directly behind him, the aura coming from them. Nothing else really magical.
Nothing even from the Gnarljacks?
Oh, it's only 30 feet.
Oh, yeah.
So only like the faintest sense of magic left in the 2 right next.
What about over here?
That sword in that direction over there can sense there is a faint emanation of magic coming from whatever that sword is in the rubble.
Okay, I just noticed that when I was zoomed out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the priest is dead. So next up is Sayara.
Sayara knows there's a Wizard thing somewhere, but has no idea where.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to. Where do I want to go with her? Probably like over here-ish.
Right.
And
All right.
I can't think of anything else she can do.
And at the end of Sayara's turn, Shiki, you know, like being able to see this guy and follow
Yeah.
him, you're looking up at right where he is, and behind him is a visible form. You see another figure come up behind him, grab him, and then both vanish.
Damn it.
Consider initiative over.
All right. Or you know what could happen is Sayara could just kind of like lure them out a little bit and have them run into the spirit guardians while she's out of range.
I don't think anyone would have it prepared or what have you.
Probably not prepared, yeah.
Darwin doesn't have it because telekinesis is a great old one skill. Or spell. You could do that.
Sayara's
Cassidy will, at this point, she'll kind of limber over here. She'll think for a moment. Nobody can understand her in wolf speak at all.
nope.
Nope.
Roll persuasion.
Sayara's going to actually just start inching slowly towards it.
Yeah, roll a persuasion. Yeah. All right. And Cassidy will kind of rush in there, grab it quickly. The Gnarljacks, two of them will be in range. Both of them will lunge towards her. She'll be able to grab it, but she's not able to quite get away before they're able to act. Both of them will bite her. She will take that.
Also because they
She'll
just
be
entered the
kicked
range.
out of- yeah, she'll be kicked out of her form at this point. And where did I put Cassidy? There's where I put Cassidy. She still has the sword in her grip as they do this. Let's make sure. Yeah, in her mouth. It's actually, yeah, it would be in her mouth. Oh, she fails one of the deck saves. This, by the way, is why you didn't want to fail the deck save. At this point,
She's prone.
yeah. Yeah, but they move very quickly. And it's the way it's set up with it. But this is why you didn't want to fail that deck save on their turn. As she falls to the ground, the one that knocked her prone lunges at her again, biting, was it 3 more times? 3 more times.
Ugh.
And each and every one of them hits for 26, 38 damage.
Oof.
She is alive after that.
By the way, they both need to make wisdom saves against 22 radiant because I
Yep,
still
they
have
do need to
spirit
make the
guardians up.
wisdom saves. And both of them fail, so they're going to take the 22 radiant.
Back to initiative.
No, at this point, barring anyone else doing anything like helping Cassie or whatever, she'll stand back up and she'll quickly limp the 15 feet out of range. And at this point, with everything fully out of range, the Gnarljacks will eventually return to
I
where they
kind of
were.
want to see if I can taunt them out and have them run into the spirit guardians and kill themselves.
Lily, that was a mean thing to do. That's
And Cassie just kind of, why didn't you just have radiant energy? You can both throw that freely and just put them down from
Sayara
range.
is going to take the dodge action and just slowly start just trying to like lure them out and have them kill themselves.
Radiant fire! Cassie conjure a produce flame and throw it at one of the Gnarljacks. I was thinking that wouldn't be that bad, but we could have just done this the entire time.
Yeah, but this is more fun.
You could just say you killed them, yes. Every bear trap you see, all the Gnarljacks you have destroyed by the end of this. There were the 2 up here and there were 2 further down.
I was basically thinking of doing it. Yeah.
they're gonna take a long rest after this.
Oh, it's just going to go straight long.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're just gonna want to go into a long rest, but if you want to use yeah,
Yeah, you have one left.
Cassidy has 68 health total, so that would be 34, and so she can get 31 HP from it.
Oh,
This
yeah, I'm
max
here,
HP is 88, so she would gain 3.
Yeah. And just for extra insurance, I'll do this on the ones that are. It's not going to be on Sayara and not on. Let me just roll 1d2. Not on Ione because I rolled. It was Shiki or Ione, and that's how I said it in my head. So
Right.
I gained 7.
Finish.
And at this point, Cassie's just gonna sit down with this blade in her hand, and the blade, it looks to be a scimitar. It's got a blood red color to it. To the actual cutting edge, the blade itself appears to be like a normal steel, but the actual cutting edge is blood red.
The blood sword.
She's alive, that's all that matters, yes. And yeah, but I still got to show off why the Gnarljacks are nasty as all hell.
I'm gonna get me a boomstick. Boom, 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 boom.
He is a Tomelock. Identify would have been one of the spells he knows, yes.
Yes. That's.
Cassidy will say we should probably find a way to prop up a good place to rest first.
Kid myself.
I
Gonna grab
also had him with his.
Yeah, Darvin will speak up at this point as well. I could also summon a tiny hut. It would probably be safer than these tents. And you look over, you see a lot of the tents. Like the one tent is basically destroyed between Lily obliterating it with her great sword and then all the ice damage that hit it as well. It's basically destroyed. Yeah, it was. But yeah, Darvin's offering that he could conjure up a tiny hut first, and then he could identify it after.
I just looked at his rituals that I had him take. Guess what his last one was? Unseen servant. So I could have gone and grabbed the sword.
He could have technically, yes. Yeah, probably. Yeah, so roll an investigation.
I'm searching the dwarf.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm going to search
Yeah.
the
Also-
mage that dropped over here.
Yeah, before we get into all this, Risu, are you here?
No.
All right, we'll cover her later then. Shiki, investigating the dwarf, you can see that he very obviously smells of gunpowder. That's a scent that you are very familiar with, Shiki. The only things he seems to really have of note on him is this scattergun. It's basically a double-barrel shotgun for all intents and purposes. It seems to be in rather good condition. More interesting, though, you notice very quickly on it, it has a sign. It's a very small mark put on the butt of it, and it appears to be that of a two-tailed fox. Does Shiki remember that immediately?
Would you like me to roll in intelligence?
So she doesn't recognize it immediately. So roll an intelligence save, yes.
I'm gonna meet you. Oh no. I don't know that I'm a sleeping bag.
Shiki does not recognize this immediately. She feels something in the back of her head, but she can't figure out exactly what it is.
Right.
Other than that, he has probably, I'm gonna say, 24 shotgun shells. So 2 dozen shotgun bullets.
24 shells then.
Yeah, 24 shells.
Right, I'm taking it. Yeah, I can show it off. I'll show it off. 24 boomstick.
24 boomstick.
I'm gonna say Lily will probably notice it as she's showing it off, but nobody else will really recognize it.
Nah. Look, I've always had 3 tails. Well, I've got 4 now, but I've always said I started off with 3.
And Cassie. Yeah, and Cassie would kind of just tilt her head. Remember Azul talking about it. When we met her, she only had 2 tails. Or,
Who knows?
yeah, let's go with that. We don't know. We'll figure it out later. As for investigating the tents themselves, it's nothing particularly fancy. There's like a bit of a gruel and such around. There's a bit of treasures marked here and there, like a few piles of gold, probably about, as you count it out, there's really not that much, probably about 1,000 gold pieces total. And I'm just going to say mark that down as gold pieces.
And the important thing, the mage.
Yeah, the mages themselves, or rather the mage that's still there, he doesn't actually have anything that interesting on him other
Worthless.
than his material focus. All right. And then you'll spend some time gathering around to the tiny hut, and then once the tiny hut's up, taking your long rest and identifying the scimitar.
Yep.
All right, so as you do this and you gather up around and you identify the scimitar, you identify this flat out as the name of it, as Darwin will repeat from what he gains from his identify spell, is the Bloody Red Scimitar. Let me see. This scimitar is made to always draw as much blood as it can with its strikes. In essence, this isn't a attunement weapon, but this is a scimitar of sharpness. It always, like I believe a scimitar is a d6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
It always rolls a 6. And then if you roll a natural 20, it does an extra 14 damage on top of the extra 6 from the crit. I don't actually remember.
That's
I know
Vorpal.
Vorpals do. I don't know if the weapons of sharpness do. They might.